We can never get enough of Disney princesses, and once again, talented artists reimagined our favorite characters. Maryam Safdar and Andrew Peña recreated pictures of the princesses and other characters as Japanese cartoons. And we have to admit that they look even more beautiful and funnier than the originals. Just wait until you see what Aurora looks like when she is sleeping. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we are showing you 15 Disney princesses reimagined as anime. Rapunzel. The princess spent 18 years alone in a tower trapped by a witch. And that's a shame for everyone who didn't get a chance to see how beautiful and kind the young girl was. That is until Flynn Rider entered her room and gave her the opportunity to discover the outside world. But because we can never get enough of her, Maryam Safdar imagined her as an anime character, and the princess is even more beautiful now that we can see more details. She still has the long blonde hair and traditional German purple dress, but this time her beautiful green eyes are shinier and we even see her freckles. And by the look of her face, she is just about to escape her tower and discover a wonderful world. Do you wish you could see anime Rapunzel going on an adventure? Cinderella. In this rags to riches story, we had the chance to see a poor servant become the most beautiful princess in the kingdom. With the help of a fairy godmother who dressed her in a beautiful dress, the prince immediately fell in love with her. So to make sure the princess will be happy ever after, Maryam Safdar recreated the young woman wearing her most beautiful outfit as an anime character. Her eyes are bright blue and her hair is a little messier, but she is even more beautiful with all these added details. She looks even more grown up now. She is 19 years old after all. With this more realistic and updated look, the young woman will be ready for prom in 2017. Do you think she would be crowned prom queen? No matter what, in a fairy tale or real life, Cinderella would deserve a crown on her head. Alice. She might not be a princess, but she looks just like one. And this time, she didn't have to wait for a prince to go on a wonderful adventure. The daydreaming girl followed a rabbit and ended up in another magical world. And as you can see in this picture from Maryam Safdar, it seems like the little girl never left Wonderland. She is still holding the white rabbit in her hands. But this time, he looks much more realistic. Did she imagine all this, or was this world real? No matter what, no one could ever doubt that Alice is really beautiful. With her blonde hair, big blue eyes, and little blue dress, she looks just like a doll. And she can even be just as small as this toy when she drinks a potion from a bottle. Do you think that Alice should become an official Disney princess? Jasmine. The Arabian princess is truly a wish come true. We understand why Aladdin asked for Genie's help to win her heart, and in fact, she was so beautiful that they had to make sure the street urchin looked better than the other princes too. They made him older, took off his shirt, and made him more confident. So, do you want to see the look of the princess who inspired this prince? Here's Jasmine, reimagined by Maryam Safdar. She looks so good as an anime character. The colors she wears are even brighter, and her hair and eyes are shinier. Jasmine is just as precious as a diamond. But this artist is not the only one who imagined this princess as anime. Just look at this artwork from Andrew Peña. Jasmine now has rounder eyes, a tiny nose, and brighter hair. And by the look on her face, the young princess looks really happy to see Aladdin. Ariel. Our favorite little mermaid made a man fall in love with her when she couldn't even talk. With only her beauty to seduce a prince, this girl must be very pretty. And that's exactly how Maryam Safdar represented her. Her long red hair looks so good that she must have brushed them for hours with a fork. How can they be so shiny after years swimming in the sea? And we totally understand why Eric would want to kiss the girl with those sweet lips. And if you want to see more or the mermaid reimagined as anime, here's another creation from Andrew Peña. Her look is much more expressive, and instead of red lipstick, she's now wearing a dark eyeliner. We would love to know where she buys her makeup because we have never seen anything so waterproof. Mulan. Mulan didn't want to marry a man or become a housewife. Instead, she became a man and joined the army. This is why it is surprising to see that Maryam Safdar recreated her as a feminine character. Instead of her old father's armor, Mulan is now wearing a pink and purple kimono dress, as when she was prepping for the matchmaker. She even wears a flower on her head, even though we know that this ornament is too fragile for her great adventure. She looks like she is ready to meet her future husband, but we think that it won't last long. Soon, Mulan will take the place of her father in the army and pretend to be a man to become a great warrior of China. Take off that kimono. A woman needs to wear something more comfortable if she wants to save her country. Tiana. The girl didn't mind being the most beautiful of them all. She just wanted to work hard and have enough money to realize her dream. But isn't this ambition what makes her look even better? As a young waitress, as a princess, and even as a frog, no man can resist her. Maryam Safdar imagined her at her best when she is dressed as a princess. Green suits her perfectly, as a woman or as an amphibian. But we have to admit that we still love seeing her working as a waitress too. Here's how Peña reimagined her. Her eyes are bigger, and we love that beautiful smile. Tiana's hair is a little messier, but we don't mind. We know that what matters is not what's on her head, but what's in it. Let's just hope she will be the one serving our favorite meal every day. And soon it will be in her own restaurant, Kidda. Even though she is a princess of Atlantis, most people forget about this Disney character. But this time we pay homage to this warrior who saved her city and became a queen. Now let's take a look at this artwork from Maryam Safdar to see if you remember her. The princess is even more beautiful with all these details in her hair. She still wears a blue pendant around her neck and blue makeup on her face. But this time we can see her in a brighter light to really appreciate her beauty. The creators didn't want her to be a damsel in distress like the other princesses. They wanted her to be a warrior like no other. And as you can see from her look, all these artists succeeded in making her a unique character. Do you think Kidda deserves to be an official Disney princess? Don't be shy to tell us what you think in the comments down below. Pocahontas. The Native American princess taught John Smith to just look around him to realize how beautiful nature is. But little did she know the most gorgeous thing he could see was Pocahontas standing right in front of him. Once again, Maryam Safdar made the princess look even more beautiful than she is in the original movie. We love those eyes and the high cheekbones. And the character also looks more mature than what we used to see. All the little details let us discover even more of her beauty. But if you want to see Pocahontas in the funniest way, just look at this drawing from Peña. Her eyes are way bigger than they were before, and Pocahontas now has rosy cheeks. Is she shy to see John Smith? By the way she looks at him, it just seems like this man probably said something that didn't please her once again. Elsa. How could we forget Queen Elsa? We will never let it go. This is probably one of the best Disney princess movies. After hiding her power for years and trapping her kingdom in a perpetual winter, she discovered that all she needed was a sister to warm her heart. And as you can see from this picture from Maryam Safdar, she received so much love from her sister that she became a summer queen. We know one little snowman who will be happy to hear about this. With a green dress covered with pink flowers, the people around her can finally enjoy a beautiful summer day. And we can't forget about her sister, Anna. She now looks like the princess of spring with all these flowers on her dress. No matter what, we know that these sisters will stay together during the 4 seasons. The warmth and the cold never bothered them anyway. Merida. The redhead didn't need a man to tell her she is beautiful. She already knew she was without making any effort. And what made her prettier is that she didn't even care about that. Merida had better things to do than trying to please anyone. As you can see in this drawing from Maryam Safdar, the princess is more beautiful than ever. She kept her natural look with no makeup, wild hair, and tons of freckles. But this time, don't you think she looks older than she is in the original film? And instead of being 16, she looks like she could be in her 20s. After all, you shouldn't marry a man when you're too young. But she doesn't care about them anyway. Her heart belongs to herself, and no one will ever keep this brave princess from being who she wants to be. Tinkerbell. The little fairy might not be a princess, but she's still one of our favorite Disney characters. Following Peter Pan everywhere, her greatest strength was making everyone smile. And you have to admit that you want to see what she looks like as an anime anyway. So let's see how Maryam Safdar imagined her. She kept her bubbly personality, but she looks even prettier when we can take a closer look at her. With all these details, we can truly believe that magic exists and it is hidden in the forest in Neverland. How could we explain why Tinkerbell is so gorgeous otherwise? Looking so good must be one of her secret powers. Don't forget to say that you believe that fairies exist today. We want this beautiful creature and her friends to live forever. We believe in fairies. Snow White. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? It's Snow White, of course, but not the one we saw in the original movie. The princess as animated looks even better. Just take a look at this artwork from Maryam Safdar. The beautiful teenager looks even younger now. After all, she is supposed to be 14, and this time she really looks like she is. Snow White seems even more innocent without makeup and with her wavy hair. But please, someone tell her not to eat the apple in her hand. And as you can see in this picture from Andrew Peña, someone just told her that the fruit was dangerous. And she looks more shocked than surprised. Who could have done that to her? If she thinks about the fact that her stepmother wanted a hunter to steal her heart, she's probably one of the primary suspects. Aurora. If there's one girl who looks gorgeous when she's sleeping, it's Aurora. She never expected that she would fall asleep for days when she found a spinning wheel, but she managed to look so beautiful lying in bed anyway. She looks so great that a prince couldn't resist the temptation of kissing her. And as you can see in this picture from Maryam Safdar, we would love to fall in love with her too. Just look at these gorgeous blonde locks and that pretty face. The artist even dared to imagine her with purple eyes. This characteristic is so rare, just as this princess's beauty. But it's time to have a little more fun. Just watch what Andrew Peña thought she would look like as an anime character sleeping. We're not sure if Prince Philip would like to kiss her right now, but she would definitely make him smile. Now this is what a real woman would look like if she spent the whole day sleeping. Belle. With a name like that, we could expect the princess to be the most beautiful of them all, and she truly is, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. No other woman could have taken the time to make the Beast a better man and turn him into a Prince Charming. But could you believe that she could be even prettier than she already is? Just take a look at this picture from Maryam Safdar. She is ready for the ball, and once the prince sees her, there would be no going back. He won't be able to keep himself from falling in love with her. But now, let's take a look at another version of Belle from Andrew Peña. This time, she didn't take the time to do her hair or do her makeup, and she doesn't even care. The Beast will love her as she is, or he won't love her at all. And that's it for 15 Disney princesses reimagined as anime. Who was your favorite character? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. And for more stories like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel and watch 15 Disney princesses reimagined by amazing artists. Thanks for watching!